Hey there, everyone. Thanks so much for joining another real-time edit today. I have this real fun horned grebe from up in Alaska. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, horned grebe. That's the right one. Jeez. I almost had the species wrong in my head for a second there. Anyway, real nice foggy mood that morning, so we're going to see if we can enhance that. All right, so number one, I shot this crooked as hell, so let's fix that. Don't need much of a crop. Oops. I do want to keep it proportional, but I do just want to offset it a little bit more since I didn't shoot it exactly the way I wanted. All right, so good start. All right, a little bit lighter, warmer, because you can see how blue it was in there. So I want to kind of embrace that warmth. And then let's cut through that a little bit with some dehaze, but not a ton. I don't want to lose the fog. There we go. On the grebe. So something like that is starting to look pretty good. And I'm going to shift the white balance a little bit more and then give a little bit of punch to the highlights. There we go. I think that's a good starting point, and I think I'll do the rest in Photoshop. So let's head on over to Photoshop. And as always on these videos lately, we will wait painstakingly long for the image to open up. Actually, this one wasn't too bad, so. Okay. First things first, couple of little things to clone. Just a weird dark spot right there I want to get rid of. There's like a colorless patch in the water right there, so I'll just kind of smooth that out a little bit. Weird little spot right there. I don't know, when it comes to these like super clean images like this, I just tend to notice all the little imperfections, and so I try to clean them up, but none of it's really necessary. All right, so that looks good there. Now let's start working some contrast. So the first thing I really want to do is I want to make the head of this bird stand out way more and kind of cut through the fog almost entirely on that head. So I'm going to start painting that in right there. And we'll include the bill and the whole head of the bird. And then I'm going to like fade it out through the neck. This area is going to be tough. Let's see if any kind of automatic adjustment or selection can work there. Not bad. All right, that'll help. There we go. Deselect that again now, and then just do the rest of this manually. Down here should work quite nicely. I'll do that again, except this time I'll actually select the dark. There we go. Oh wow, this is working out nicely. Almost getting all of that. We'll drop it just a little bit. Perfect. Hey, yeah, nice. Always good when it works out like that. Gives me that selection, and I'll use it right there, so I don't have to worry about painting that accurately. Let's see how far down I can go before it starts falling apart. Probably right in there is about it, which is about all I wanted to do anyway. So anyway, I already deselected, and now I'll just fill in the inside here. There we go. Look at that selection. Quite accurate along there. Love it. Okay, cool. So now let's fade that into the fog. There we go. So now the head of the bird stands out like crazy. I will add just a little bit of that to the reflection, but not quite nearly as much because I do want the reflection to be a little bit more subtle. So I don't want it to be as intense as the bird's head. All right, next up is that eye. Let's really enjoy that eye. And we'll kind of contrast that up. And then I want to enhance the horizon line that's kind of reflecting in it. There we go. Oh, yeah. All right, I probably went too far with that eye. Yep, let's back off of that a little bit. I'm just going to drop the opacity on that layer. That looks pretty good. And then I want to warm up the background even more. So I'm going to go a little bit more like that. And then I'm just going to kind of paint it around the edges because I want to leave. No, that went too red. I want to leave the that foggy look in the middle there where it's kind of fading white. And I'm gonna enhance it a little bit more on these edges because it's kind of, I think just from the vignette of the lens, that fog is kind of falling off on the edges. You can see how it's not quite as bright through the middle. So I want to kind of complete that band right through the middle of that. I think that's doing it. And then, I don't know, like each corner is just like oddly, just a little bit too green or cyan, I guess I should say. So I'll just kind of hit that. And there we go. I think that's pretty good. Oh, that's it. That's one more thing is I do want to enhance that yellowy kind of orange on the bird's head there because it looks like the white balance just kind of got shifted a little bit. And you know, I can use that selection from earlier. All right, this is way too red, but I'll fix that in a second. We'll go, let's modify that red and a little bit more yellow in it. So watch, we should get, yeah, see that color just richens up right in there. I think that's it, everyone. So before, after, oh yes, so much nicer. We just really cut through that. It just makes that bird's head stand out in that eye, which is so impressive. But it kind of maintains that there's still that low-hanging fog that's kind of, you know, lower on the water, right? So it would kind of, I think logically it makes a little bit of sense. And I know I went more extreme for the sake of the edit, but logically I think it makes a little bit of sense because, you know, the fog does sit lower to the water when it's that kind of low-hanging mist like that. And so I think that's, you know, it can be somewhat of a legit look, even though it is exaggerated. I know in the original the head was certainly a little bit more faded, you know, obviously. I mean, look at the difference there. It's just like ridiculous, that before and after on that. This is just so faded and foggy and desaturated and funky. And then boom, you just kick it up to that. And so, you know, not much there. I mean, how long have I been doing this edit here? Yeah, 7-minute edit just to get to that. So nothing too crazy there. All right, so thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to learn more about how I did exactly what I did, head on over to rayhennessy.com. Go over to the workshop section and then go to the online workshop section is the best spot to learn with me from anywhere in the world, which is a great thing. I get to work with people from all over the world. So online remote sessions are the best way. We'll connect via Zoom and I'll teach you exactly what I do and how I do it with your images. But I do have some other courses available. You can check all that out there. So I'll just try and keep it short here. And then a real quick plug for my podcasts. I have 3 different shows. 2 audio podcasts, Wildlife Photo Chat and Wildlife Photo Chat Raw. The new Raw one's a lot of fun. They're all fun. And then the Photographer's Favorite Show, which is a video show that you can find on YouTube, but here on the website as well, where me and a guest go over 10 different photos and talk about everything we love about them, spend some time with them, and really break them down and appreciate them. So with that, that's a wrap. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.